I would like to speak about something that's pretty nuanced, and I don't actually know where I'm going to go with this, so I'm going to hold your hand while we go on this journey together. I recently posted a video where I called someone out, and a lot of the responses were kind of asking what I did to deserve the person saying that to me. Saying, well, there must have been something, you know. No, someone wouldn't just say that to you. There must have been something that you did to incite it, to provoke it, to cause it to happen. And that intrigues me and disgusts me in equal measure, because I see it a lot. Whenever somebody will post, something that's happened negatively, a response they've got, or something that they've unfortunately suffered in terms of harassment, abuse, violence, actual violence, there will always be a contingent of people whose first impulse is, what caused this? What caused this to happen to you? What did you do to bring about this action towards yourself? And I wonder where that comes from, because when I see somebody expressing pain and discomfort and hurt and they've gone through something, my first thought is, how are you? How can I make this better? Not, well, hang on, what did you do to cause this to happen? It feels very much like they don't want to ascribe blame to the person who's done it. So they want to extend empathy first and foremost to the person who's caused it and not the person who's had it caused to them. And I understand that we kind of take every single person at face value, and people do lie and they're dishonest and things like that do happen. But why is that our first impulse? Why is that our first impulse as a society? To say, what have you done to deserve this? Because all that does is make the person, first of all, question if there's something that they've done to deserve it. And sometimes that can be incredibly damaging. Sometimes that can cause a lot of distress, and, they can take it to themselves and start blaming themselves, and then, that's a whole other thing. But also, why is the person that we are given the benefit of the doubt to the person who has allegedly done the thing? Do you know what I mean? Why don't we extend the benefit of the doubt to the person who is coming to you and telling you about something you've done? Obviously, in my case, extremely low priority, extremely mild example. I'm fine, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I'm absolutely fine. But I see it a lot when people are talking about things that are illegal, that are immoral, that are incredibly damaging now and henceforth for them, something that is going to cause long-term effects. We're just adding another hurdle for them to jump through in order to convey their pain and get it addressed. It frustrates me. As I say, incredibly nuanced, because, I don't know why that happens. I don't know why someone's first instinct is to do that. It's not mine. It also bleeds into this perfect victim trope where you have to be a bastion of moral purity and completely impeccable in your record and your actions and your personality and how you come across in order for people to feel sympathy or to try and understand what you've been through. I see it a lot whenever someone is, hurt or killed, where their actions will be scrutinised, their personality will be scrutinised. But I also see it whenever people are sort of the recipient of hate, unjustified hate. People will say, oh, she's annoying, or oh, I don't like her, or oh, she rubs me up the wrong way. And it kind of, I just wonder if there is a single person who yous would believe or yous would support unanimously and give the benefit of the doubt to, because it's always, oh, she was walking home, she shouldn't have been walking home that late, or she shouldn't have been wearing that, or she shouldn't have been saying that or doing that. And it's like, well, what could she have done? What could they have done? What could a person do to be completely innocent? Because I even see it happening with children. I even see it happening with Waynes, where something will happen to them, where they'll experience something, and it'll be, oh, because they're annoying, oh, because they've, we're out doing this, or I just wonder if there's a single person who exhibits the requisite innocence in order to be completely understood, believed, and sympathised with. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I know I said I'd stop yapping, but clearly that ain't happening. Can't stop the yap. So the Scots word of the day today is lout. This is a noun or a naming word referring to a roar or a bellow. And you can also use it as a verb or a doing word to do one of those things, you know, to roar or to bellow. An example sentence is, I gied an awful lout. A wee bit slower. I gied an awful lout. One more time, just you and me. Doesn't matter if you didn't get it right the first time. I gied an awful lout. I also gied yous 2 books that you can go to the link in my bio and find. And also, I gied yous an entire smorgasbord of tour dates that you might enjoy attending. Tickets for those are available from the link in my bio. See you later. Thanks for listening.